go for the zoo.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that'll be a bite. That looks like a stegosaurus. This fish is absolutely flying. Thumbs up. Yeah? Thumbs up. First carp fishing session today. Just about to stalk one off the top and bottom bait's gone on. Should they subscribe?
Tap on your name.
Tap the subscribe button. Having a nice sit down?
Yeah.
Welcome to a new video. We are back on the bank and you join me on a lovely little lake. I've come up to a local little farm lake and hopefully we're going to catch one. Just come out for a few hours to try and see if we can put a carp in the net and get some in the video. Now, the reason the camera is shaking around is because I'm currently being pulled to the side by this little man. That is Parker, that is my son, and he's come out for his first carp fishing session today. He's been out fishing a couple of times, caught some roach and chub on the float, but he's not seen a carp caught yet. Not by me anyway. So we are going to try, aren't we, mate, and catch a carp. He believes he's a dinosaur most of the day, so we're going to have to put up with him being a dinosaur, I think, aren't we?
Yeah!
There you go, nice and quiet. And we've also got Ollie down the bank, which is Uncle Butt. He's affectionately known as. That is because he's a butt munch. And yeah, anyway, that is what we're doing today. It's a little bit more of a relaxed session. Obviously, trying to teach Parker how to catch a carp. Hopefully he's not going to scare him away, but we'll see how we get on. And yeah, let's see if we can have one, mate. All right, calm down. Are we going to catch one? Are we going to catch one? Get off. I'm going to put a few baits along this tree. I'm going to put some more this side. If I get one, you can have a go reeling it in. So on here you've got a little clip. So Daddy's using a lead clip. Okay, and what happens is you get the lead. So
I got one.
okay, and then you put that ring on that piece there. Try it the other way. Try it with the other. Can you try your other hand? That's it. There you go. And then that goes on like that. Okay, and then this bit pulls down. It just goes over the top. And then when you get a fish, so this goes out in the water, lands on the bottom, and then the bait goes on the end of here, and then the fish picks the bait up, gets hooked, and then it swims off, and then you get a bite.
And then you pick it up and then look at it.
That's right, and then you pick it up. This goes on here, so it goes on there, and then we put this little stop in, that stops the bait coming off, and then the fishies can eat it. This little thing is called a PVA bag. There's some fish food in there. Okay, so that's some pellets, fishy pellets, and you attach that to the hook, okay, like this, attach that to the hook, and then when that goes out into the lake, this disappears. This mesh disappears, and there's a little pile of fish food next to the rig. We need to go over here, so we're going to go like that. No, it's not long enough. Going to lay like this. And then go!
Why?
Hey!
And
then we've got to leave it. So with this one, we've got to leave it now. And we've got to wait. So if you let me put it down. And we'll put this here. So these go in the ground. Oh, the ground's really hard. This one's going to have to go back here. So you put the rod on here. That's ready now to get a bite, hopefully.
so you said I can go anywhere for free?
There we go. You should hear that. Can you say the magic spell?
I go for the zoo.
You're there.
I go for the zoo.
Hey! Well, you enjoy that, mate, and I get the other rod sorted out. Right, so the right hand rod is out. That is literally just out along these trees where I've caught before, and I'm just going to put this one out to the left hand side of the swim. Now, last time I was here, I actually caught all the fish on the right and ended up moving both rods to that side, but the conditions are a lot different today. The wind's not pushing up here, and there's actually quite a few fish on the top, and Ollie is next door trying to get them going on the surface, and there's been a few taking mixers. But what I'm going to do anyway is I'm going to drop this one in on the bottom. So I'm going to just fish 2 rods on the bottom. That way we can see what Ollie's doing on the top and watch him try and get one. And then if we get a bite on the bottom, obviously it's going to be exciting for Parker to see. So I'm going to drop this out, same setup, leg clip, 2 ounce lead, same Ronnie bottom bait, and a little mesh bag of boilies. Only difference on this one is I've actually got a double 12mm hook bait instead of a dumbbell. And I'm just going to underarm this one out to the left of the swim where I've put that bait.
And now,
nice, drop it down.
you're
And now what? What do we do now?
you know?
We wait for a bite?
No, I just heard that bite.
You heard a bite?
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't me.
On this one.
No, it wasn't me. You'll know when it goes off. It'll make a noise.
Oh yeah.
It'll go beep.
Wow.
Has Uncle Buck caught one yet? I'm going to just leave those on the bottom and try and entertain Parker for a bit, and then hopefully when the rods go rattling off. And Ollie is fishing on the top next door, so hopefully he'll have a fish and we'll have something to show Parker, won't we? What's Ollie doing? Good chat. Right, well, bit of an update then. So we've been fishing for half an hour or so. The rods are all out, everything's looking good. Ollie is next door trying to get him going on the top. He's actually just come and grabbed some bread off of me. So I think they're a bit finicky, and he's just going to basically free line a bit of bread, which is, to be honest, normally the most productive way I've found. Parker is currently sat on the chair, chilling, eating some crisps and having a drink, which is normally his happy place, eating food. So can't knock him, I'm the same. But yeah, there's a lot of fish at the moment on the surface. And although I didn't come with the idea of fishing on the top because I thought it might be a little bit tricky with Parker around, I do want to obviously catch a fish and put one in the video. So although the rods have been out on the bottom for a bit, I think, it is a moorhen, well done mate, yeah. Yeah, although the rods are obviously on the bottom, I think what I'm going to do is probably bring one of them in and see if I can get one of these fish off the top, because there's quite a few in front of me now. and they are quite readily taken. The mixers that are basically drifting down from where Ollie's putting them in, and I've also put a little bit of floating crust out there, and then nailing that now as well. There's quite a few bream out there, but there is a few carp as well. So I think what I'm going to do is get the third rod and just have it free line in with a piece of bread, reel in one of the rods on the bottom, and see if we can get one off the top nice and quick. So I think Parker will probably quite like to see that. So let's crack on and do that and see if we can make it happen. Come on. Oh!
Ollie! Ollie!
Look, get some filming of that. Look at them.
Yeah.
They're all starting to take them off the surface. So.
Don't drop it. Don't go too close.
You hear that?
We have a last Sally fishing on the bank. We had a last Sally on the bank where the cows are. And
Are we on the bank?
yeah. And fishing. We're actually fishing.
We are.
So that little mate is fishing. And we are fishing with that.
Good update. Have we caught anything yet?
I think so.
No, we haven't yet, have we? Hide and seek with dinosaurs.
Yeah!
Okay. Right. Am I going the right direction?
Yeah?
There's one.
Yeah! That's why I put it actually.
That looks like a stegosaurus. That is a T-Rex. Looks like a T-Rex.
No!
What's that one?
Brontosaurus.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, because the green one is a T-Rex.
The green one's a T-Rex. A Spinosaurus. Is it around here? Do you know where you put it?
No?
Brilliant. You didn't throw one in there, did you? Are you just climbing around in the trees now? Ah, found one. Found one.
Told you.
Right, I got 3.
Hey, that's my watermelon.
Well, we've been fishing for about an hour, maybe a bit longer than that. And at the moment, it's been a little bit slow on the fishing front. Probably doesn't help too much because we've got a dinosaur running up and down the bank making a load of noise, and obviously wants a lot of attention. But I've at the moment got 1 rod fishing out on the bottom. I've been trying to fish on the top with some floating bread, but obviously someone is quite distracting. I've just had to play a game of hiding the dinosaurs, which consists usually of Parker hiding the dinosaurs and then playing hot and cold as to if I'm getting close to it or not. But basically he decided just to absolutely throw them into the trees, and we've now lost a Spinosaurus. So if anyone comes up here and you find a Spinosaurus, then that is Parker's. But yeah, so I've been a bit distracted playing a few games and trying to keep him entertained. I'm actually trying to keep him away from Ollie at the moment because Ollie's got some fish feeding up on the top. And yeah, Parker keeps sort of running up there and making a load of noise, but it's all part of taking a little one fishing at the end of the day. He's only 4 years old, everything's exciting, everything's interesting, he's got loads of questions to ask, and it can be a bit tricky, but you kind of got to go with that open mind that the fishing's probably not going to be that that productive, but at least it gets them outdoors, it shows them what you're doing, and hopefully we will get a bite. But I think what I'm going to do, I think I might just put the other rod back out on the bottom. That way I can obviously keep Parker entertained, and maybe when the rods go rattling off and we're have a fish. Really, we just want to have 1 carp, just so that I can show Parker. He's not actually seen me catch a carp yet. He has actually seen a carp because he did go for a walk around the lake with my dad, so his grampy, and he has seen a fish about, I think it was about 12 pounds, so it's not bad size really. But yeah, we'll see how we get on anyway. So I've still got 1 out on the bottom. I think I'm going to put the second rod out on the bottom. Parker's currently eating, which he does a lot of, and yeah, keeps him quiet. Have you got anything to say?
No?
No, that's something to say, isn't it? Is the melon good?
Yeah, Uncle Bart is so stinky.
And Uncle Butt is Stinky. And I think I might have mentioned it, but Uncle Butt is Ollie because he's a butt munch, so he gets called Uncle Butt. So and he is stinky, isn't he? He's actually wearing this old top as well, which he found in the back of his motor, which hardly fits him, to be fair. But that's Ollie for you. Anyway, let's get back on the fishing and see if we can catch one. Right, I am just going to flick this left rod back out, just onto the margin where I've put a few handfuls of bait. There is a lot of fish up in the upper layers, to be honest, but with Parker it is a lot easier to just have 2 rods fishing and just try and entertain him by playing a few games, and hopefully at some point when these rods will go off. Well, unfortunately it has just started raining, so I've put Parker underneath my little Fortis brolly on the chair and put my bag underneath it and my camera under there as well before I started filming him. But yeah, he's just tucked under there, and I've had to give him my phone just to keep him interested. Wasn't forecast to rain, and I don't want him getting absolutely soaked, so he'd just get cold. So yeah, I've just tucked him under there. The only way of really keeping him interested while sat down is watching some sort of programme. So he's currently watching Spidey, and then hopefully if it passes through we can play a few more games, as I'm not a fan of just sticking him in front of a screen. So we can watch that for 5-10 minutes and hopefully it'll pass through. Right, well, Parker has gone home. The other half come and collected him. She'd been for an afternoon sort of tea with some friends and ended up swinging by and picking him up on the way home, which was good of her, because to be fair, she wasn't too keen on walking through the field because it's got a load of cows in it, and she was also wearing a dress from going out. So fair play to her. She come along and picked him up, so that was appreciated, because it now means I can stay out until sort of dark really. So yeah, it's been very, very tricky. Obviously most of the session I've been entertaining Parker, trying to keep him amused, trying to show him sort of stuff here and there as he's shown some interest, but his main interest really is actually in the cameras and the filming. He absolutely loves watching the videos. He loves watching like the videos on YouTube. He loves sort of seeing me using the camera and editing. He's got a bit of a thing with me editing at the moment. He always comes up and sort of sits and tries to watch what I'm doing, and he's fascinated by the drone, which I'm not surprised. I would have been as well at that age. But yeah, he's kind of got more interest in that sort of techie side of it at the moment than he has really in the fishing. But we have gone out 3, maybe 4 times fishing local on a little river, fishing on the float, and just catching loads of bits and bobs, like catching some minnows, gudgeon, roach and chub, that sort of thing. And he's really enjoyed that, because you kind of can almost get one a chuck fishing with the maggots and stuff, and it's really easy, simple fishing, and it keeps him interested. So I think if I do this again, what I'll probably do is bring a carp rod, maybe put one out on the bottom and try and catch a carp on that, but then maybe fish on the float, and obviously that way it can keep him interested, because that's, to be honest, what I used to do when I was that kind of age, or maybe a little bit older than that. But when I first sort of started going fishing with my dad, that's pretty much what I did. Anyway, if anyone's got any ideas of how to keep 4-year-olds busy and entertained while on the bank, which isn't putting them in front of a screen, then let me know in the comments below. I will be all ears. But anyway, on the fishing front, it's obviously very quiet. We've not had anything. Myself and Ollie are both trying our best at the moment to try and get one. It's been very, very tricky on the top. They're very finicky, but I've got 2 out on the bottom now, so I'm going to just see how it goes. Hopefully we can have a fish before dark and actually put something in this video. If not though, it's been fun coming out, and it's been great having Parker out and seeing what it's like, and watch me filming and being involved a little bit in it. He had a little bit of go with the camera a few times. I gave him the GoPro and he sort of ran around with the GoPro chatting away about something, so Parker cam might end up getting put in here. But anyway, yeah, let's see if we can catch one. Fingers crossed. Right, well, I've brought the left rod in. I was actually going to recast it to the other side, because there's been a couple of fish over there rolling, but there's definitely some fish underneath this tree coming up for some floating bread I've just dropped in. So what I'm going to do is just flick a bit under this tree. No, I've just messed that right up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that'll be a bite. Just about to stalk one off the top and the bottom bait's gone on. Whoa. Why couldn't you have done that an hour ago when Parker was here? This fish is absolutely flying. Been very tricky today, but it looks like it's the bottom bait that has done the business. I've actually just been stalking up under the left right hand side margin, just on some floating bread, and I literally moved the bread into position, which actually moved it out of position because a fish came up and took another piece of bread that was near where it was in the first place and basically messed it up. And I was just about to lower the bread in again, or well, I just lowered it in, and there was a fish just coming through, and the bottom bait's gone ripping off. So happy days. Nice to finally get a bite. It is a shame didn't have one when Parker was here, but it has been very, very slow today. Although the fish seem to be taking the freebies, they're not taking them with any sort of gusto. They're just sort of picking off the odd one here and there, which makes it really hard to know sort of where to position your hook bait. The old bottom bait Ronnie done the business. And he's in the net. Right, that took a long time. I've just unhooked it in the net. That is the result. She's probably 5, maybe 6 pounds. But I'm going to let it go. It's only a little one, so I'm not going to mess around with it. See if we can let it go. Oh, there we go, sorted. Right, well, that is the end of the session. I am back at the van, and unfortunately it was just the one fish, but at least it wasn't a blank. Ollie managed a bream, I think, in the end as well, but it was definitely hard work, and one of the slowest sessions I've had for a while, to be fair. But at least we had a fish in the video, even though it was only a little one. But hopefully you liked the video. It was a little bit different, obviously bringing my son out. It was definitely a bit more of a sort of vlog style to the sort of style of how I filmed it today, just because it was a lot easier, especially with Parker running around like a nutter. I didn't have a lot of chance to really concentrate on filming. So hopefully you did enjoy that style of content. If you did, then give the video a thumbs up. Smash the subscribe button. We do run a monthly competition, so there's always a chance to win some goodies as well. And yeah, get involved. So anyway, until next time, get out on the bank, be lucky, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 6:30. See you then.